Hey, that's a catchy tune. Eat your heart out, Super Mario Brothers and Pac-Man. Clean Sweep has a theme song, too. I just saw Video Games Live a few weeks ago where they play video game music with a full orchestra, which is amazing, and I highly recommend that you all see that if it comes to your city. I'm going to have to write them a letter of complaint, though. The Clean Sweep theme was left out of the concert. You know how it seems like every other game that comes out now is a knockoff of some other popular first-person shooter? Well, back in the day, in the early 1980s, every other game that came out was a knockoff of Pac-Man or Space Invaders. So not much has changed. Originality always takes a backseat to making more money. And speaking of money, check out the American dollar-inspired Clean Sweep overlay on the Vectrex. This game has a plot. Let me read it to you. Evil bank robbers have just blown your bank to smithereens. As bank president, you only have a vacuum available to recover the money strewn among the rubble before the thieves destroy you. There you go. That's a plot that would make any big-budget first-person shooter envious. Gathering money with a vacuum cleaner. As far as Pac-Man Clones go, this one is not bad. Actually, there's some pretty interesting features that make the game just slightly different from Pac-Man. How was Casey Munchkin pulled off the market and this game wasn't? Maybe because a vacuum cleaner is not a sentient being like Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. It's so dramatically different, it's a household appliance. Therefore, the game is completely different. Actually, it does have several differences. Most notably is the fact that you can't just go around the board chomping up all the dots indefinitely. You have to eventually empty your vacuum bag into the middle square. I'm not making that up. If you look in the middle of the screen, if you can see on the Vectrex overlay, it's got a little yellow rectangle. That's the vault, and you have to redeposit the money in the vault after a while. Once you collect so many dots, your vacuum cleaner grows in size. It goes, and then it will grow in size again, and then it will stop picking up money. When you deposit the money back into the vault, your score goes up dramatically, so that's very important, and that's a really cool feature of the gameplay that's unique to Clean Sweep. In fact, that's, I think, the only feature that's really unique to Clean Sweep. Well, you've got to give it to them. Those sound effects are awesome. This game does not have power pellets, but it does have special rooms. That sounds dirty, but it's not. In these special rooms, you supercharge your vacuum. Your vacuum can become temporarily supercharged by entering one of the 4 special rooms in the corner of the bank. And then you can destroy the robbers with your supercharged vacuum. As I'm explaining it, I know it sounds exactly like Pac-Man, but when you play the game, it's very different in how you score points. Now, in some respects, it's identical. Like, if you eat 4 robbers with your supercharged vacuum, the first robber gives you 100 points, then 200, 400, and 800. Where the game really differs dramatically is in how you score points utilizing the bank vault. You earn points by collecting the money, but you earn even more points by depositing that money back in the vault. When you are a supercharged vacuum and you gobble up money, you cannot deposit that money in the vault. So while you earn points by eating the robbers, you earn a lot of points by depositing that money. Use your supercharging special rooms wisely. Gameplay is slower than Pac-Man and some other Pac-Man style games like Lock and Chase. Also, the attack patterns of the robbers are very predictable. They're basically going to come straight at you no matter where you are. So it's kind of easy to fake them out, and also you have 4 different points of teleportation from one side of the screen to the other. You earn an extra vacuum cleaner at 10,000 points. And if you like Pac-Man style games, you should give this one a try. As you progress through the game in advanced levels, the robbers become faster, of course. In general, if you're good at Pac-Man, I don't think you'll have that much difficulty with this game. It does have a 2-player mode, so you can take turns playing and competing for a high score. Also, there's an invisible maze mode. I think what makes this game really cool is the vector graphics on the Vectrex. It looks terrific. The scoring system is cool, and that's really the key element of the game, and that is what separates it from Pac-Man. The overlay looks nice, and Clean Sweep is not terribly difficult to find, like many Vectrex games. If you want a copy of Clean Sweep, make sure to pick it up with the packaging and the overlay, although you don't really need the overlay to play this game. You should have the overlay to play this game.